Hello. Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. My cat is being very vocal right now, so say hello to Lily if you hear her. I'll just wait a moment for anyone who's going to pop on. So yeah, can you believe it? Another year. We're almost done. I'm sure it's been a wild ride for lots of people. Not exactly what we were hoping for last New Year's Eve. But I hope you had some bright points, some points that you can kind of go back to and feel good about. So for our 20 minutes lunchtime today, I'll do about 10 minutes of movement, and you can either be seated or be standing for this. We'll do a couple heart openers and some grounding. This is something I've been doing a lot over the last week or so, is opening my heart, trying to soften and accept what's coming, what has been, and also using that energy of heart opening for compassion for myself, for others, to just kind of have that kind of energy going. And also just like physically, when you're tense, like I've been really tense lately, holding everything up in the shoulder area, you squeeze around the heart if you're on a computer, if you're driving, if you're on a phone, all of those kind of positions that we're in so much, right? So, and then we'll move into a couple grounding poses, and hopefully this will leave you feeling supported and solid in whatever you need to be solid in as we move through this transition. Granted, it's very arbitrary, but, symbolic nonetheless. So I'm going to just move back here so you can kind of see me. So whether you're seated or standing, you can choose either one. So I just like to start by doing a little bit of swaying. So maybe you're seated and you just kind of sway back and forth. You can rock forward and back. If you're standing, kind of slightly come up on the toes. Let your arms hang. This is where I try to find my center by moving around, forward, back. And then for this part, if you want to close your eyes or set a soft gaze, let's just start by inhaling the shoulders up and exhaling them down. So getting into the heart area, the chest. And as we do this, I would like you to, or invite you to, check in with your heart space. So notice the physical sensations as you circle your arms up and down. Notice any emotional sensations or thoughts. Switch directions. And I invite you to not forget the back of your heart, because we are three-dimensional. So our heart space is all around. Move with your breath if you'd like. You could bring your fingertips to your shoulders, if that would feel better, if that would help bring a little more awareness into your torso, into your heart space. Switch directions one more time. And again. All right, shake it out. And I invite you to do more shaking in the next year. That's what I'm going to be doing. I've noticed with the help of my therapist, who is a somatic therapist, that when I get really stressed or anxious, just doing some shaking or some stomping has been a great tool for me. So I just throw that to you as well. And let's just invite the arms up overhead, keeping a bend in the elbow if this is stressful in the shoulders. Inhale, and then really anchoring the feet Pressing down, inhale, stretch over to one side, a little side bend. Inhale, come up, another side bend, other side. Good, inhale, come up, and just again look up towards the ceiling. Maybe bring a bend in the elbow, cactus arms to lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open the heart and the chest. Good, exhale. Inhale the arms overhead, exhale, forward fold, bend your knees a lot. Bring your hands down to your legs or to the floor, or maybe there's something in front of you. Inhale, come all the way up. Again, reaching up overhead. Exhale, hands down at your side. We'll take a warrior one, or actually let's do a warrior two. So if you're on the chair, just turn 90 degrees to the side. Here I'm going to just turn my right foot out this way. I'm not going to take a super wide stance here. So my right foot is intersecting my left, bending my front knee, inhaling, arms out to shoulder height. And you could go wider with your legs if that feels good. Stretch out, reach out. Take a moment, bring your hands to your waist here. And forget about your arms for the moment, just let them be. And bring your awareness into your feet. Feel your feet solidly planted on the floor. Maybe even envisioning roots growing down into the ground. Breathe. So you can absolutely do this seated. One foot over to one side, the other leg kicked out. Good. Inhale. Reach one arm up, your front arm up. Keep this back hand on your waist. And take a little reverse warrior. So we're opening up the side body and the chest. So we'll just draw that shoulder back a little bit so you can open up towards the ceiling. Good. Exhale, drop it down. Straighten your legs, bring your feet together, or parallel, I should say, and we'll turn to the other side. Bend that front knee. Inhale to circle the arms up. Reach out between the fingertips, spread, reach. Bring your hands down to your waist. Let them be. Check in with your feet. Drop your awareness into your feet. Feel them on the floor. Feel all four corners. The ball of your foot, the outer edge, the heel, outer and inner edge. Feel them all connected with the floor. Lengthen up through the spine, but press down with the feet. Nice and strong, nice and sturdy. Keeping this hand on your waist, inhale, reach the other arm up, open up through the shoulder. Draw that shoulder back just a little bit. You don't have to go far. Listen to your body. Good. Exhale, release. Bring your feet parallel again, and then step your feet together. One more little heart opener. I'm going to bring my hands like if I had pockets, squeeze my elbows together, lift my chest. If I'm sitting on the chair, I could hold the back of the chair. Come into a standing camel. Here, I invite you to really think about, maybe imagine you have a block in between your legs, and you're squeezing that block. And that's helping you press your feet into the floor even more. So we're both opening our heart and grounding our feet down. Opening to the possibilities of what's to come. Accepting what's to come. Leading with compassion and love. And also feeling fully grounded in who you are. Know who you are. And exhale, release. Shake it out. One more big inhale up overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. And so from here, we'll move to our meditation, our 10-minute meditation. I'm going to move forward just a little bit here. Sit down. You could stay standing. You could lay down. But ultimately, our physical poses, the asanas that we just did and that we do in our practice, are to prepare our body for meditation. And that can mean just sitting still. If you pray, that could be that for you. But just sitting with mindful awareness and maybe allowing yourself to just notice your breath and be with your breath for a little bit of time, or having your eyes just kind of focus softly on things around the room. So there's lots of ways to meditate, and I'm happy to share those with you another time. Today I'm going to bring you through a short guided meditation. So find yourself a comfortable place. Maybe your feet are connected to the floor. You could also be laying down. Let your hands rest somewhere on your body that's comfortable, and then either close your eyes or set a soft gaze. And just arrive to this place of stillness. I invite you to let your bones be heavy. Let your breath just be whatever it wants to be right now. Just do a little body scan, starting at your feet, moving up through your body, just checking for physical sensations, just bringing awareness into your body. And then moving your awareness to the tip of your nose. Feeling the breath come in and move out. So oftentimes when I am thinking of my breath, my inhales and my exhales, I think that symbolically my inhales are bringing in all the things that help to support me, to nourish me, and also literally bringing in oxygen to help our bodies function fully. But then our exhalations are also literally releasing things that our body doesn't use, doesn't need. I invite you to also think about, as you exhale, each exhalation releases the things that no longer serve you and how you are in your life. So just notice the breath, allow the shoulders to be soft. And I invite you just to notice the cool air coming in and the warm air leaving. And noticing anything that comes up. Maybe something from the past year. Maybe it's something that wasn't extremely pleasant. Maybe it's a behavior or habit that isn't particularly supportive. Just bring aware of whatever is coming up. And then I like to think about these things. Maybe it's an event or a relationship or something completely different. But these are the things that are coming up that maybe you'd like to release and leave behind. So if those are some things that are coming up for you, I invite you to imagine encircling them in a light, a globe of light, a sphere of light. And just that sphere kind of envelops that whole situation. Just bring that imagery into your mind's eye. That we're gathering that up. And you can even say thank you to that thing, whatever it is. Because we always will take something valuable away. To say thank you to that thing. And you can have one, you could have several. And they can pop up later, but just imagining that you're gathering them up into these spheres. And then you're going into a place that is very soothing and supportive for you. So maybe you imagine one of your favorite places. Maybe it's somewhere outdoors. Maybe it's in a cozy nook somewhere. Maybe it's somewhere you haven't been in a long time, but it brings those very happy, content sensations. And then as you arrive in that place, you gather these spheres up. And whether it's letting them go physically out of your arms and them floating away into the distance, or maybe a being comes and takes them, just imagine some way that those spheres are moving away from you. And with each kind of distance, as they get further away, you feel a little lighter. You're letting those things go. Keeping the things that do serve you, that you want to keep, and letting the rest go. Maybe you breathe in, and as you take a long exhalation, maybe you let the last of it go. Now resting here for a moment with your breath once again. And now I invite you to notice things that are popping into your mind's eye, things that you would like more of, things that bring you contentment, strength, growth. Whatever it is that you want more of in your life, joy, curiosity, compassion, maybe it's certain people. And I invite you to imagine all of those things coming in from the horizon of your supportive, safe, comfortable place. And each one of these things is also encircled in a sphere of light, but this light is just so much brighter. There might also be a sound associated with them, a very pleasing sound, and you see them all moving closer to you. And as they get closer to you, you open your heart, you stand firmly on the ground, and you allow all of these things to move into your mind, your spirit, into your body. And as you're there, an overwhelming feeling of acceptance, compassion, and maybe even love for yourself, for your community. Just feeling all of those sensations that you would like more of. As you take a nice big inhale, draw it all in. Exhale. And then I invite you to sit here in stillness, allowing whatever to come in, acknowledging it, and then sitting still with your own breath. Allowing yourself to breathe Breathe it all in and let it all go for a few more quiet moments. And I invite you to start to breathe just a little bit deeper. Take in the sounds around you. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Just move your head, move your body. Bring your hands in, rub your hands together, create some warmth. All this warmth that you're creating between your hands comes from within, comes from the sparks, the energy, the light that's within you always. Now bring your warm hands to place them on your heart, on your chest, and breathe into that space. And allow that space to warm you and fill you up. And know this is available to you at any time. You are enough. You have always been enough. You are enough. And you always will be enough. Flutter your eyes open. Just slowly take in the space that you're in, allowing light to start to come in. And as you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you for practicing with me or later on in the recording. Thank you so much. I wish you all a happy new year. And if I could ever be of any service to you, if you would like to chat or ask any questions, I'm always here, as is Lily apparently. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see you next year. Bye.